Hello, it is Thursday, October 16th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Thursday crossword today, and I'm going to be solving a crossword with what might be a sort of interesting or unusual theme. That's often what happens on Thursday. And I'm going to try and solve it quickly. I mean, I'm not going to do it as a speed solve, but I'm going to try and solve it quickly. I'm running very late this morning. I've had a late start. I was out very late last night because I was seeing Park Chan-wook's new film at the London Film Festival, which was really great, and I really enjoyed it. But now I was tired in the morning, and I've not been very efficient, and I'm running out of time. So I hope you'll bear with me if I attempt to sort of move through this quickly. In any case, this hopefully slightly quick edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Overfull Hitbox, Jake Rodkin, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They keep this thing going, and if you'd like to help keep it going in the way that they do, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find bonus videos available to patrons, including the first Boss Words puzzle of the current fall themeless series. The preseason puzzle was posted publicly to the channel yesterday, so you can follow more of those on the Patreon campaign if you're interested. And I also am posting, I think today, the call for questions for this month's patron Q&A video. So enjoy that and add a question if you're interested in a patron. All right. Let's get on to today's crossword, shall we? You can find all that at patreon.com/dailysolve or the description field link. All right, this is a crossword by Kareem Ayas, who's constructed around half a dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It's a Thursday-themed crossword, and the theme might be on the intricate or unusual side. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. Okay, blank talking about love, Van Halen song. I don't know. I don't really know Van Halen very well, but my guess would be ain't, just based on the sort of talking about and the number of letters. Let's see if that works. Bolt. I'm not sure. Certain Windows hard drive malfunction. I don't know. Conspicuous. And there's an asterisk. So it might be theme related. Oh, right. And this is not the reveal. Well, it is the revealer, I guess. How whiskey must be served. Neat. Or what might be served, I should say. Sorry. Neat. With a hint to the answers to the 7-starred clues. I don't know what that's about. Is this right? Coop. A den? Performed amazingly in slang. Is that 8? Is that like sort of current slang? Words to a betrayer. Et tu, like et tu brute. As Shakespeare had Caesar say. Coop. So maybe a coop is a den in this case then. I don't know what we're looking for here. Card game with a winning score of 5,000 points. I mean, just based on the TA, could it be canasta? I've never played canasta and I don't know how it works. But that might be right. Enjoys oneself uninhibitedly, or a punny title for this puzzle. Something out? El Deso? Is that something? Oh no, El Paso probably. Oh, a coop is a pen, like a chicken coop. That kind of thing. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking like also a place where an animal might live, but anyway, El Paso, this clearly is. And then so it's probably something's out. And then invite at the door would be ask into your home. Crisply shown as on TV would be in HD in high definition. Derisive look might be a sneer. So if you felt tired during the day, as I do, you needed a nap, maybe? Id's counterpart would be ego, in the sort of psychological sense. And then the first state abbreviation is it Delaware? I mean, first U.S. state. I think that might be their claim to fame. The philosophy of right author Hegel. And then a wooded valley, a dell, I suppose. It's kind of a wooded valley. So what's this? This is also theme related. Risky endeavor, idiomatically. Droll. Oh, Is there something about not having ice? If we're serving whiskey neat, we're serving it without ice. Can we remove ice from this or something like that? Or rocks, maybe? Risky endeavor, idiomatically. Yes, dice roll. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad I see how this works now. So we've removed we've removed ice from dice roll, and that results in the word droll. And so a dice roll is a risky endeavor idiomatically in the sense that you say, well, I'm going to risk the dice. I'm going to undertake a risky endeavor. And then droll has nothing to do with this answer, but it doesn't matter because we understand that it comes from dice roll. Okay, so there we go. So that's how that works. So can we figure this one out? Conspicuous. Something's conspicuous. It's, I don't know. I can't think offhand. Let's just continue down here since I seem to be making progress down at the bottom of the grid. A wooded valley is a dell. Extreme pressure. Not sure. OBGYN offering. An IUD maybe? That's plausible. An OBGYN. Does that give, I'm not, let me just see, because there might be other possibilities for that, even though this is definitely plausible. Bug expert for short. Yeah, okay, so that'll be right, because maybe an IT pro or something, an IT professional might try and debug software, well, maybe get bugs off your computer. Narrow channel. An isthmus? No, a strait? Yeah, there we go. So an isthmus is anyway. One-time resident of the Winter Palace, Tsars, lived in Russia's Winter Palace. Like a computer with a running screensaver, it's idle, yeah. Book addenda. Oh, right, this has the no ice. Book addenda. Appendices. There we go. Yep. So plural of appendix. There we go. We've removed the ice from it, and so we're left with the valid but irrelevant word, appends. Music box, question mark. An amp, maybe? I think we've seen music box actually for amp relatively recently. Box a bit, to spar with someone, to box with them out of boxing match, for friendly boxing match, I guess. Bug expo. Oh, here's another bug. Oh, no, that's the same one. Right. Is it IT pro? That feels likely. Chicken marsala. Yeah, that's a dish. Oh, so extreme pressure is duress. You're under duress. You're under extreme pressure. And then to thrive is to prosper. There we go. Deli device, a slicer. SLR. Right. And that's a valid answer because it's an abbreviation for a single lens reflex camera. So that is a word, even though, well, it's a valid answer, even though it's not in and of itself a word per se. What allows Neo to disconnect from the Matrix? Right, he takes the red pill in that film and does that. Jerry's uncle on Seinfeld. Ooh, I don't remember. Is it Leo? Maybe. Profess, to aver something, to profess it, to hold that view. So let's see if Leo works. Prefix with botanist. I'm not sure offhand. Central Park in the Dark composer. Is that Charles Ives? Oops. I'm not 100%. I think that's right. I think that's right. Does that, let's see, does that work? Practice chiromancy. Oh, chiromancy is the reading of palms, or at least it involves it. They're definitely related, so I think that's right. So does that help me with prefix with botanist? Oh, paleobotanist maybe. So sort of ancient botany, perhaps? Or like prehistoric botany? Highlights. Aurorae? No. Fuddy-duddies. Don't know, probably ends with an S. Whom you might greet with open arms for short. I'm not sure. Does it mean arms as in weapons, just to be sort of punny? I'm not really sure. Let's move on. Spanish 101 verb. I don't know. It'll probably be recognizable, but I'm not sure offhand. Lift. Elate? I don't know. Okay, I'm running out of steam here. Steady humming sounds. Thrums, maybe? Fuddy-duddies. Don't be a fuddy-duddy. Don't be a prude. There we go. Prudes. So, someone who's kind of, I don't know, a bit uptight or straight-laced, I guess. Chance to meet one-on-one with a professor. Something hours, office hours, off hours. There we go. Office hours, we remove the ice and we're left with the valid phrase off hours. Okay, lift, hoist. There we go. Spanish 101 verb. Is it ser? Highlights. Oh, maybe this is aurora. I was thinking like the aurora borealis, but then I was thinking, do I need to pluralize it? But maybe, you could refer to the aurora borealis as the northern lights, for instance, plural. So maybe it is that, just in the sense that there's an image of you see lights. So maybe that's what it is. Oh, and then whom you might greet with open arms for short might be the TSA. Is that, I guess, you're sort of holding out your arms to the side in order to be scanned or something at airport security. I think that must be what that is. Okay, so we're making progress. Copy me. Do as I do. And early Germanic people would be the Goths. There we go. Okay, noted works of the Roman poet Horace. There we go. A composer of the official poetic form of the New York Times crossword, the ode. So here we've got odes. Feeling associated with skipping a party, perhaps. What is FOMO, fear of missing out. You skip a party and then you think, what are all the things I'm missing? Runner down under would be an emu, the bird. Certain air would be, so a sun could be an air. And then horned creature in Pan's Labyrinth is a faun, sort of mythological creature. There we go. Like lemon curd. Tangy, I guess. Yeah, that seems plausible. That's how you could describe lemon curd as having a tangy taste. Preceder of bites and bars in commercial names. I don't know. Rolo bites, Rolo bar. I'm just trying to think of something, a kind of food brand that would fit in here. It might be that, but no. But L wouldn't follow N. Unchangeable. Oh, maybe Eggo? The frozen waffles, maybe? Do they have Eggo bites and Eggo bars? Just thinking a G could follow an N and be something ing. Sergeant, e.g. Maybe it's an O. Maybe it's a non-commissioned officer here in the military. Treat with kindness. Be nice to. Oh, maybe this isn't Eggo, but no, it's Oreo. It's the official snack cookie of the New York Times crossword. It's Oreo bites and Oreo bars. Like I haven't heard of those, but that's also plausible. So there we go. That's what that was. I should have guessed that earlier. And then treat with kindness is be nice to, or bento, like a Japanese bento box, arrangement of food. Okay. Educated guess is an estimate, perhaps. Statuette modeled after a knight holding a crusader's sword. Right, okay. I guess that's the Oscar statue, the Academy Award. I don't think I was aware that it was modeled after a knight holding a crusader's sword, but there we have it. Level-ending foe would be a video game boss. Unchangeable would be set in stone. To make in the end would be to net. If you net a certain amount of money, that's how much you make in the end after, expenses and deductions and such. Hungers for. If one hungers for something, one, I don't know. Do I? I don't know. Move around the world. Not sure. Expensive. Pricey. There we go. Pricey minus the ice is the word pry. Locale for catfish or carp would be a pond. Ovarian sac contents are roe, which might be harvested from something that lives in a pond, I suppose. Novelist Charles, who wrote The Cloister and the Hearth. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. Meander. To wend your way, to sort of meander. Sure, if you say so. Well, okay. Disappear is a trail. A trail could go cold, disappear, and you lose the trail. Something Lincoln once led, for short. Not sure. What is it? Abraham Lincoln, or is it someone else, or something else? I don't know. Italian time unit, ora. Tonkatsu coating. Yes, okay, that is right, because tonkatsu coating would be panko breadcrumbs. I think were invented. I think that was a post-war, post-Second World War invention, and I think panko was invented. I think they used like car batteries to sort of zap breadcrumbs to crisp them. I think that's right. I think that was how the first panko breadcrumbs were created. Something Lincoln once led, for short, is GOP, the Republican Party. I see, the grand old party, the GOP in American parlance. Okay, so that was Abraham Lincoln. And then a diviner would be an oracle, someone who, foresees things. Okay, so if one enjoys oneself uninhibitedly, or a punny title for this puzzle, rocks out, right? If someone rocks out, they're sort of really enjoying themselves. And that would be a punny title for this puzzle, because we've taken the rocks, the ice, out of all of our theme answers. That's good. Okay, sure, if you say so. Well, okay. I think we've seen all of the rest of these. Oh, Charles Reed, who wrote The Cloister and the Hearth. Okay, I don't think I'm familiar with that author, unfortunately. Bolt. Right, this is where I gave up on the top area here. Let's see. Windows hard drive malfunction, conspicuous, nice. I just can't see this one. Yeah, all right. Stupid stuff. It's fun to know. Trivia. Boy, that's a judgmental attitude towards trivia. Stupid stuff. I guess it often is. Hungers for. Craves. Move around the world. I don't know. Mardi Gras locale. Informally. NOLA, or New Orleans, Louisiana. There we go. So to bolt. Ascend? Ascent? Abscond? Yeah, okay, there we go. To abscond is to bolt, to flee. There we go. There we go. Brute is a bear. No, this doesn't look right. A boar. This still doesn't look right. Maybe it's not ain't talking about love. It's got to be, surely. Conspicuous, not. How am I not seeing this? This must be boar. Okay. Move around the world, orbit. If something literally rotates around the world, it moves around it. Okay, something. Oh, no, this was correct. This was correct. And no wonder I would not have gotten this until I had nearly all the crosses, which is what has happened. Certain Windows hard drive malfunction is an I/O error, an input-output error. Wow, okay, yeah, I absolutely would not have just sort of thought of that. Sans crosses. Here, I didn't even read this clue before. Still Dre, 2022 rap hit. And then if you're conspicuous, you're noticeable. Wow, boy, even with all the crosses. Yeah, noticeable. Minus the ice reduces to notable. There we go, finally. And all right. Well, that didn't end up being a particularly quick solve, but that was a good crossword. It was a good puzzle, and this was a clever theme. How whiskey might be served. It might be served neat. In other words, we might serve it rocks out, and that alters quite a few of these answers. So we've got noticeable transforming into notable, which is interesting because it's sort of a similar meaning. It's not, obviously, it's not a synonym by any means, but it's in the same universe of meaning. Anyway, so we've got noticeable becoming notable, be nice to becoming bento, pricey becoming pry, slicer becoming SLR, dice roll becoming droll. That one's very, very good. Office hours becoming off hours, and finally appendices becoming a pens. I like that one as well, because it's using ice in kind of a different phonetic way. And there we have it. A very clever Thursday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. Almost looks like we've got sort of symmetrical inverse rolling waves here in the middle of the grid. Anyway, there we go. A nice puzzle inspired by whiskey served neat. There we have it. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Let me know if you did in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server linked in the description field. Do consider subscribing to the channel if you've been enjoying these videos, and I'll be back tomorrow for the Friday themeless puzzle. Join me for that, but until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.